Here we have 1000 points of Iron Warriors, 2 Helldrakes both with Bale Flamers, a Venom Crawler, 3 Hellbrutes, one with Twin Link Laser and a Hellbrute Fist, one with a Plasma Cannon and a Hellbrute Fist, one with a Hammer and a Hellbrute Fist, 6 Plague Marines, Champion, Plague Sword and Power Fist, and a Warsmith with a Flesh Metal Endoskeleton, Melter Gun and a Combi Bolter. Alright, this is going to be the first video for the Mortis Metallica Facebook page and YouTube. We're down here at Ye Olde Dragon for games night.
The Old Dragoon!
The Old Dragoon, sorry, God almighty, I'm terrible. Our thanks to Tony for hosting us, and I've been our rules god for the day. Up against Leon and his Necron dynasty.
It's a very ragtag Necron bunch.
Yeah, but look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. What a model. Not the Sherman, the actual Necron. Okay, and we're up against this small war pack. Demon Engines, led by the Warsmith down here. He's hiding with his beasts against this giant phalanx of shiny metal. Okay, so the mission we've got today is retrieval mission. Oh, it is the ransack mission. So primary objectives, you've got 6 objectives out in the deployment area, marked up by crate, barrel. There's a crate down there. There's a barrel next to the knocked out tank. 1 barrel and 1 crate. You get 5 points for holding 1 or controlling 2 or more objective markers. 5 points if you control 3 or more objective markers, and another 5 points if you control more objective markers than your opponent. Secondary objectives. Leon, what have you chosen for your secondary objectives?
Oh, bugging if I know what we're going for now. I have got Purge the Vermin, which is making sure that we've got none of your dudes, apart from aircraft, in any quarter table. And I score points for that. We've got Bring It Down, which is taking down vehicles and monsters, and I get points for that, which seems probably quite overpowered against your boys here.
That's fine.
First Strike, which is, I forget, something out the main rules here, innit? That's probably what it sounds like. Score 5 victory points at the end of the battle if any enemy units were destroyed in the first battle round. Score an additional 3 if more enemy units than friendly units were destroyed in the first battle round. So, that's the gamble in this first round, isn't it?
Fantastic. For my objectives, I have engage on all fronts. Score 2 victory points at the end of your turn if you have 1 or more units from your army wholly within 3 different table quarters, and those are all more than 6 inches from the centre of the battlefield. Score 3 victory points instead if you have 1 or more units from your army wholly within each table quarter, and those units are more than 6 inches from the centre of the battlefield. And I've got raise the banners high. If you select this objective, units in your army can perform the following action: raise banners. 1 or more infantry units can start to perform this action at the end of your movement phase. Each unit from your army that starts to perform this action must be in range of a different objective marker that does not have one of your banners raised upon it. Basically, I'm just taking and holding the objective. And assassinate. Score 3 victory points at the end of the battle for each enemy character that is destroyed. And we're going into the first battle round straight away. Leon, what have you taken for your Dynasty's Protocol?
Our boys are the shiny Nefric, covered in gold and loving it. So they all get a 6+ invulnerable save.
Fantastic.
And my boy over there has got an extra glitzy Josephine coat on of all many colours, which I think that gives him a -1 to hit him.
Fantastic.
Regardless, off the top of my head.
And you've gone for +1 movement.
Indeed, +1 movement on the first turn. It's the protocol of the sudden storm.
Brilliant. We'll be back after the movement phase.
Crawler down, Jan.
So, start the shooting phase.
Yeah.
These destroyers. Shooting the Venom Crawler. Hello. Yep, you can definitely see.
Alright, she's got a nice clean point of view there, but it's still, I would argue, -1 to it for that terrain that it's behind. Or does it not get that?
It does get -1 if it's behind 50% of the terrain.
Yeah,
So
I think it does there.
okie dokie.
So she has just got her spasmic lance, which only goes 18 inches, so it might not even reach there actually.
Oh, I don't think so. She was when we did the psychic or the.
Right, we just did.
No, I reckon she's.
Oh, she's
19.
just out.
Oh,
Yeah.
tight that.
Oh,
It's definitely though.
yeah, because she was only just in compared to the Plague Marines.
Yeah.
Well, it's still
Right. And what goodies has she got on there? Oh yeah, she's also got a photonic subjector.
And that does.
Well, do I need to explain what a photonic transsubjector does, really? It's an everyday thing, isn't it?
Maybe for Star Trek.
Fucking daft names they've got in this for stuff. At least it makes sense in some like refractor field. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Photonic transsubjector. It's the first saving throw failed for the bearer. The damage goes down to 0. So she's got 1 free save basically that she can fail and still win.
Okay, fair enough. That's for her armor save.
Right, the immortals here. They've got their big 30-inch Scouse blasters
Okie dokie. I think they're in plenty of range.
all over the shop. They're not going to be in half range, unfortunately. Even the front ones are down, are they? No, because they're rapid fire Scouts. So,
It's not the
Right,
best view
just
of.
make sure they can all see, but again, they've all going to be at -1 there to some degree or another.
Okie dokie.
right. Just pop into the shop on the road, lads.
Right.
While it's still open. Otherwise, it'll be.
It's the end of Necron turn 1. We've taken 2 wounds off this Helldrake and
3 off that.
3
and
off
that, innit?
the Venom Crawler. But these guys are still quite tough, so there's no first strike. And now it's on to Iron Warriors. So here we are at the end of Iron Warriors movement phase 1. Shuffle these guys up a little bit. They haven't decided to raise the banners this turn. The war pack has come crashing through the industrial area. And the Helldrakes are having a nice little look at these immortals. Fanciest chances? Well, we'll see at the end of
You can't save against it.
the end of the shooting phase and start the fight phase.
Which is the one of
With
these we already
nibbled.
wounded?
That was already wounded.
Because I think I nicked his dice from the bottom.
Yep. So we've had a bit of a nibble at these guys.
He's had 3 off, hasn't he?
Yep. 3 of them are still alive with the Plasmamancer, who has just put a mortal wound on this Helldrake. And now we're going to try and charge in and see if we can't stomp her. End of Iron Warrior's turn. The Plasmamancer was killed and then reappeared. It's kind of annoying. So I'm going to have to send these guys after her. Seems clearly these 4 couldn't finish the job. But we got rid of the Immortals. And there's all this nasty horribleness that's about to come and cause a lot of pain.
It's the plan.
So, end of Necron movement turn 2. And they're starting to roll over onto the Iron Warriors. She's regained her living wound as the Plasmamancer, moved back into range of this extra squad of warriors who've disembarked. And are starting to pick on this poor Venom Crawler, shooting him right in the backside. So at the end of the shooting phase, we've lost the Hellbrute and the Venom Crawler. And start the charge phase, these warriors have just made it into combat with the Helldrake. Although 2 did die to the Flaming Overwatch. We'll be back at the end of the... So in the Necron turn 2, we have a tar pit underneath the Helldrake. Rather large gap here for the Iron Warriors. We're in a bit of trouble now. Big mob of Necrons. Right, let's see what we can do. So at the end of the Iron Warriors turn 2 movement phase, we've got this Helldrake's appeared behind the command barge. This Helldrake is locked up, we're keeping him there. The Hell Brutes have moved out to see if we can do round 2 with this little Plasma Mancer. And the Death Guard. No, not Death Guard. Plague Marines are just moving forwards. And let's see what we can do. So,
phase, isn't it?
yeah, we've just done the shooting and the charge phases. So, the Ghost Ark, is that a Ghost Ark?
It is.
He's been taken down to 2 wounds by taking absolutely everything from the 2 Hell Brutes, the Warpsmith, the Plague Marines. The Lord on his command barge has taken a wound to the Helldrake, who is now charged in. This Helldrake is trying to fight off these warriors down here. It's getting tense, it's getting tight. So here we are at the start of Necron turn 3. You can see in the combat phase, the Ghost Ark has been taken down by the Plague Marines. Finally got that Plasma Mancer, who came back from the dead, like Tyson Fury. These warriors refuse to run. They really want to take him down. And Living Metal has restored the Lord a little bit, but he's still in combat with a very, very angry Helldrake.
Which has lost no wounds yet, has it?
No, he's still on full.
Angry little bastard.
Exactly. End of shooting for the Necrons. There wasn't an awful lot of movement, can we say that, Leon?
Slightly static, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So they've killed one of the Plague Marines, and they have put an extra 4 wounds on that Hellbrute. And here we go into the combat phase. So the end of the Necron turn. Finally, the Hell Turkey has had a wound inflicted upon him. Over here, it's a fight between a wet paper towel and a wet piece of cardboard. And we have a lot of tin smashing into each other. On to Iron Warriors turn 3. So, at the end of Iron Warriors movement phase, the Plague Marines continue their relentless march towards the Necron Warriors. The Warpsmith has finally come out of his tactical positioning at the rear of everybody to try and get some glory in the end. The Tighthead has moved around the back. He's going to come charging in there. And we shall see what happens next in the shooting phase.
On your objective.
So the game has been called.
Straight away being zap. Like then shouldn't be able to move across the table.
In one go.
Yeah, exactly.
The Necron command barge has unfortunately gone down to the Helldrake, which is my man of the match.
What I need to do is I need to make some like joiners trestles so I can have bigger.
Outstanding.
What I've done is I've put some cheap B&Q trestle bits.